Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, Raven.
Hi, how
Hi,
are you?
hi, Kevin. Yeah, I'm fine. And you? I saw you last
Good,
week.
thanks for asking.
And Leroy was there also last week.
Ah, yes, Leroy in the house.
All right, everybody, welcome. It is the Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy Tuesday open mic. I see some familiar faces, and we look like we have a couple new people. Josh, you were here before, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I watched your show last week, and I saw Leroy talking about his father's, you know what.
Yeah, Leroy talks a lot about
Yeah, he was killing it. So, yeah, and I saw Raven also, so that's cool.
Raven's great. All right, so where are you located?
I'm located in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Are there
We
any
have.
black people over there? Are there any
Excuse
black
me?
people? Are there any black people over there?
Yeah, but we rather ignore it. No, yeah, we have. Yeah. Okay, okay.
I like that.
No,
I like
we-
that.
no, we have black people, and I must say we have sometimes the same issues as sometimes in the USA. Of course, black
really?
people don't get shot, so that's an advantage. But of course, they get sometimes refused in nightclubs, and sometimes So what we have. We have black people in Holland, so.
So if I come over there,
Oh,
come over there,
okay,
hook me up?
yeah. I hook you up, man. I hook you up. Yeah, and let's go to Amsterdam and. Oh yeah, smoking.
Hey, Joss, are you going to be performing today?
Yeah. I have some 3 minutes worth of material, so yeah.
And Alexander, where are you from? Alexander? Hello? Okay, Alexander's he might be one of the deaf comedians that we're featuring today, so he doesn't know when it's his turn unless he looks at the screen. Okay, that's good. Hi, Nishi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good to see ya. Mark, you doing some time today? You just watching?
I'll just watch. I'm at work.
Okay.
I don't want to disrupt the office here.
No worries. It might be fun, though, to disrupt.
Yeah.
Adrian, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
Where are you located?
I am in Texas.
Texas.
Oh, what's
Man,
up?
that's like almost its own country, Texas.
It is.
It
Feels like
is.
it, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it does. It's like one of those states that don't feel like it's part of the United States. Mark, I'm going to mute
It's
you for
probably-
a second. There you go, because you're a little bit noisy. What were you going to say, Adrian?
Oh, I was gonna say it's probably because we buy our own souvenirs. Texas everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
You got a good Texas joke right there.
Yeah,
You
I
gonna
went
do
to.
some fun today, Adrian? Are you
I'm
going
sorry?
to today?
Yes.
You got it. All right, we're going to wait another minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Raven, I know you're going to perform, right?
Yeah.
I
course.
thought so.
Thanks.
Oh, look at Raven. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Well, today is Comedy Challenge Day.
Ooh.
It's Comedy Challenge Day. I have a challenge for every person here today. Let me tell you about it. You have to work a word into your show. The word you have to work into your show is the word Barcalounger. It's a fancy chair like a lazy boy, but it's called a Barcalounger. Now, you can't just, in the middle of the show, go, Barcalounger, okay, I did it. You have to somehow reference the Barcalounger in your material. The minute you do, we're all going to go, yay! Okay, so everybody, you don't have to be in the challenge if you don't want to, but if you want to be in the challenge, please go ahead and put Barcalounger in it, and you'll get a giant round of applause from all of them.
Okay.
All right, think about where you're going to put that. Check it out, everybody. We're just about ready to start. Let's go with the order. The order's going to be Leroy,
Ooh.
Joss, Raven, Alexander, we don't know. That's a question mark. Nishi, Maurice. Maurice, you doing comedy, right?
Absolutely.
And Adrian. That's it right there. Do me a favor, guys. If you're really noisy, or if it's noisy in your background, don't be offended if I go ahead and mute you, because it's hard to hear sometimes. Let's go ahead and get this show rolling. That's what time it is.
Yes, that's rolling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, preschool workers and toddlers, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today to come share a couple minutes of human contact and a little bit of humor. My name's Kevin Comstock. I am your host. Make some noise!
Oh, yeah.
I always get pleasantly surprised because I am one of those people when somebody goes, make some noise, a lot of times I don't. Like, I just go, why? Okay, that's just me. So if you do that, I don't have a problem with it because I totally relate. I don't follow those kind of rules. Welcome, it's Tuesday, and it is the Tuesday Comedian Challenge today. The Comedian Challenge word is the word Barcalounger. You need to put Barcalounger somewhere in your show without just yelling Barcalounger. So if you were sitting down, I walked into the restaurant and they had a great place to sit. It was a Barcalounger, and we'll all go, yeah! All right, let's go ahead and get this comedy show rolling. This first performer built an ark from recycled microchips. He's the original author of the dictionary, and he has a recipe for homemade Doritos. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands. I didn't tell you how long we're going.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. We're going 4 minutes each. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Leroy Laws.
Hey, call me Leroy. Call me Leroy. Okay, here we go. I am 67 years old, and as you get older, you start to forget your short-term memory. Like somebody says something 5 minutes ago, I might say, "What'd you say?" But at the same time, your long-term memory, you can go all the way back to when you were a kid. As a matter of fact, I can go all the way back when I was in my daddy's nutsack, a little sperm. I can go back that far. Now, let me tell you about being in my daddy's nutsack. I can remember singing the song in his nutsack, swimming in his meat, swimming in his meat. Won't you stop jerking off and shoot me on the sheets? I can remember my daddy's. Now, my daddy was a military man. He's a military man. So everything is left, right, left, right. Okay, so when him and my mama got together, my daddy would say, "It's time to die. Get on the line. Get on the line. We're going to war. It's time to die." So inside that nutsack was me, my punk brother, the sisters I might have had. We all in this nutsack, in the nutsack. And they start getting busy and everything started building up for eruption. He's like, "Get on the line. We get ready to go to war." So we all shot out of his penis into my mouth. Now, I'm a good ass swimmer. So I got to the front of the pack. I swam up to that egg. I said, "Oh, this shit is mine. This is mine." And when I got close to that egg, I started singing. I said, "Turn off the lights. Let's get cozy." So as they getting busy, and my daddy finally, then he sat right down in his Barcalounger because he was done.
Yeah, Barcalounger.
Barcalounger! Good job.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy laugh, isn't it? You just work it in and everybody gets happy. It's an easy laugh. I like it.
It's all good.
Keep going.
I'm done. Y'all can go.
Oh, shit! I missed you! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Leroy Laws! Leroy, counted, you said nutsack 16 times.
Yeah.
Now, I've never heard one comedy performance include so much nutsack. So, we know
how it is to be in there.
We know when it's you that we're going to have something to do with the penis. It just is going to happen. I'm just pretty much sure. All right, let's bring up the next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's from the Netherlands. He's the mayor of Rancho Cucamonga, enjoys making puff pastries, and he can whistle in 6 languages. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from the Netherlands, Jazz!
Hi guys, nice to be here. Just before we start, I don't know how big deepfake is in your country, but in Holland it's a big issue. So if you like this bit, this is me. If you don't like it, this is my little brother trying to make me look like an idiot. On your screen, you see my last name. You may be tempted to pronounce it, but please don't try this at home. This will take years and years of training. Otherwise, it will completely waste your vocal cords, big time. Because what you see there is Dutch. And Dutch sounds like, "Goedemorgen, gezellig, ik ben Gerard en ga naar Groningen." So that's why Dutch is not recognized as an official language. It's classified under sounds produced after gargling with sulfuric acid. So, like I said, it takes years of training. And when you have young children in your house, a Dutch dictionary can never, ever be left unattended. So, but my last name is Gorkum. And as a matter of coincidence, that's Dutch for a nutsack. No. No. It's Dutch for bark lounger.
Yeah! He did it. He worked.
Ah,
That's good. Good.
Oh, man, it makes everybody present. It makes everybody present. Keep going, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to be here to perform for you guys, to perform in America because I love America. Well, after 4 years of breaking up. No, sincerely, I do. Firstly, because you're the home of stand-up comedy, and secondly, our countries have so much in common, right? Okay, I see some people looking like, okay, this is going to be interesting. We are the #1 economy in the world and have 721 billion defense budget. Your country is the size of Maryland and you have 2 cannons and a hot air balloon. So what are those similarities you want to talk about? I said, okay, well, okay. We have not so many similarities, but at least a few. You think you're the greatest country in the world, and so do we. Ta-da! Of course, that means one of us is wrong. We can debate about that later. But in any case, we're both proud of our country and we like to show it. And what's the best place to show it? A major sports event. And what do we do to show it? We sing. And this is exactly where the similarities end and the difference begin, because we suck at singing. We Dutch, we suck at singing. You guys have your beautiful national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. And when you do Americans, you just right, you do it good, right? So you often hire a superstar to sing the anthem, Lady Gaga, J-Lo, or Christina Aguilera. In Holland, this will be totally impossible because we're cheap. And I mean cheap, we're really cheap. We're so cheap that the only reason why we have almost no parking tickets is because they're never on sale. So yeah, we certainly have no budget for a superstar to sing our anthem. Therefore, we do it ourselves. And we as the fans, guys between 30 and 60, 20 pounds overweight and with no sense of tone or rhythm, preferably with a beer in one hand and in the other one a vuvuzela. By the way, vuvuzela is Afrikaans for mother-in-law. So in short, you guys have cheerleaders, we have beer leaders. and you don't know what 50,000 slightly intoxicated sports fans can do to a national anthem. So that's why the National Society of Prevention of Cruelty Against Anthem have managed to narrow it down slightly from verses to 50 verses to 3 lines in total. And just to end up, let me recite this magnificent piece of poetry for you now. As you will notice, it's half Spanish, it's half English. It's called Ole, 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 Ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. And what makes it even more annoying, we sing it all the time. Before the match starts, we sing Ole, Ole, Ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. During the match, Ole, Ole, Ole. After the match, Ole, Ole, Ole. That's the only reason why we win so many medals in international competitions. Everyone thinks these idiots are still singing. Clearly, we missed something and they won. Ole, Ole, Ole. That's it for me. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh from the Netherlands, thank you for sharing.
Josh.
This is my favorite thing about doing this is that we get people from all walks of life and all over the place. I think you're our first representative from the Netherlands to perform on here. So
Probably last.
I like that last name, Josh. I like how you pronounce your name. You say that sort of makes sense. You think that you're inexperienced with eating pussy and getting hair caught in your throat.
No.
My show, Leroy, you're stealing my show and you're going back to pussy.
Yeah, no. When a foreign lady asked me, how can I teach this? How can I learn this? He said, before giving a blowjob, wrap sandpaper around his dick. So that's the way.
And on that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring up the next performer. She was the subject of numerous documentaries. She plays bluegrass cello, and she's the coach of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Raven!
Yeah! All right, Raven.
Thank
Go on,
you.
Raven.
You forgot about my Burka Lounge balancing act after night out in Amsterdam on Leroy's father's head.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! All right, yes.
She called that
Burn.
Leroy's whole act.
It's just me, Raven Bass, stand with the furry underdogs. Well, with the social distancing mandates, some single women are feeling more desperate than ever. Because of this, San Quentin State Prison has been putting a new spin on the speed dating craze. They held 2 nights of death row speed dating, where both single males in there and females outside came in to check out the most eligible serial killers. The prison warden said daters needed to be between the ages of 12 and 17 and 80 and 89. He explained, we wanted to attract the younger and elderly age groups to death row because those are groups that are harder to reach. We created fake addresses, phone numbers, and emails that they never had to use again after the first initial collect call, so their privacy would be assured. Consider the 87-year-old single librarian and event hostess. She elaborated, I think I'm a little more at peace with being single. I was hoping to get married someday, but I'm kind of letting that go as I get older. Everyone seems to want younger chicks that are mute. Participants were encouraged to bring a spare tooth and a sharpened pencil. Notice the deflated look on participants' faces when the inmates went for the librarian/hostess instead because of her bun pin. ISIS Fashion Week was then introduced. Opening for ISIS Fashion Week was the Unabomber. The Unabomber spring collection was made for celebrity wardrobes. So it's no surprise that members of the trend-setting royalty are often seen in his grunge yet glam looks. The hostess librarian went on to explain. At the Vanity Fair Oscars party, Justin Bieber rocked out in a vintage, lightly tattered pastel floral print Unabomber jacket. Then the following night in Cannes, legendary reality TV starlet Kourtney Kardashian sported the same look at a nightclub appearance. The Love Yourself singer Bieber layered the flowery topper by Unabomber, which retails for $3,750 at Dash Boutique, over a long white, form-fitting white rib tank top and black skinny jeans, accessorizing with the ski mask and a beaded rosary-esque necklace. Kourtney Kardashian also took a liking to the flower pastel print rugged vintage piece, first during the Cannes party, and then next during the next ISIS Fashion Week in January. She even posted a pic of the floral hooded zip-up on Instagram. Baghdad Diaries, the stylish mother of three, wrote on January 28th alongside a snap of her posing with Mickey Mouse at Disney World, which she paired with a form-fitting body bag made into a mini dress and black leggings. Psychiatric hospital-born designer Unabomber burst onto the fashion scene in 1995, pushing forth reinterpreted styles of luxury and mass market performance designs, with this debut lookbook called the Unabomber Couture Manifesto. I think that's my time.
Pretty close. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
I just want to point out to you, Raven, I can see like there's a mirror behind you, it looks like. And in the mirror, we can see a cabinet that's just open with a little bit of stuff hanging out. I feel like we're looking at your brain.
Okay. That was a good one.
Called up and just kind of coming out a little bit like, I love it. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Let's bring up our next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is a pan flute virtuoso and Olympic curler and has spoken to the ghost of Kurt Cobain. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nishi Axel!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
right,
I only
appreciate it.
understood one of those three things. So I'll take credit for all of them though. You guys, I just had a baby. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
So thank you, Maurice. You know what? Getting out of my Barca Lounger counts as an extreme sport. When you're overweight, it counts, okay? Because it takes a lot to get me out. Shovel me out of there. And when I was pregnant, my doctor said to give up all of the chemical filled makeup. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm pregnant and I'm 50 pounds heavier. And it's all horizontal. Great timing to give up makeup. Great, right? And I'm like, when I don't wear lipstick, my Face ID on my laptop, it's like, you're too close. Step a little further. but I had to give it up because apparently it has all these chemicals that it makes your hormones rage and affects your brain balance. And I'm like, shoot, that's how I got pregnant in the first place. Wait, what? How is that possible? Married woman wanting sex. I don't know. It was the makeup the whole time, you guys. It was the makeup. But I should have known like the names of my lipsticks. I looked it up and it was like this one right here is Stupid Spoiled Whore. That's me. That makes all the sense in the world, right? And oh my God. And then there was one called Orgasm. It's a very popular brand, but actually it's kind of a myth. Nobody really knows if it exists or not. It works for some people. It's kind of a fake color most of the time. Anyways, but you know, what I'm trying to say is that I'm just going to save up all my money, just replace everything with just all kinds of makeup because I want to make more babies. That's my goal right now. So I don't know if you guys have done any kind of like crazy extreme sports or anything like that. But my brother's girlfriend, she wanted to go bungee jumping, and in Las Vegas, they have a tower where you can just, you know, plummet to your death, but she wanted to try it anyways. And she's kind of like half my size. So she gets up there and she literally gets stuck in the air when she's coming down. She is so filled with vapid energy that she can't even pull her weight down. She can defy gravity with all the airheadedness, right? Okay. So I thought, okay, you know what? Let me try it too. But then I was like, you know what? If I try it, I'm probably gonna come down like an asteroid. So it's not gonna happen. All right. This is a great room. I guess I have to be a little bit more dirty to get all my, you know, to get any kind of laughs in this type of room. Because Leroy is in charge today. Leroy is like taking over.
He is.
I love that. Well, I guess I'll leave you guys with this. I had to get laser hair removal because it was medically necessary. It was the only way I could have children. There had to be a clear path. There had to be a legit clear path. And the only way that I could have children was to clear it off with a bunch of painful lasers. And I was in Saudi Arabia. And I don't know if you guys know this about Saudi Arabia, but you know, they have to wear the burqas where you can only see your eyes and your hand. And one time I looked down on my hand and I was like, oh, a spider. And actually it was a hair that started from here and went down in between my thumb and my index finger. So anyone have hair on their hands? Oh my God. Except unless you're a guy, you know. Oh. All right. Thank you so much. That's my time.
All right.
Thank you for sharing with us. Check it out. I'm not ever going to go bungee jumping, just so you know. I'm never. Like jumping out of a plane and bungee jumping, I think the same thing would happen. Either the bungee cord would break or the parachute wouldn't come out. And
Totally.
the whole time, the last thought I have in the world is I am a dumbass. That's the last thing to go through my mind. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be, I am a dumbass. I'll be jumping out and the ropes are just.
And then you need clean underwear.
Mark, are you okay?
And that's our worst nightmare. You survived.
There you go. Check it out. We've reached the interactive portion of this evening's performance. Right now, I'm going to put up a picture, and I want you to go ahead and come up with a caption for the picture. There it is. Joss, what's your caption?
Oh, yay. Oh, that's yeah, my favorite pastime.
My favorite pastime. There you go. Leroy, what's your caption?
Blow your whistle. I don't know.
I'll give you mine is Make America Great Again. That was mine. Maurice, what's yours?
I'm a sinner and I need the Lord.
Nish, you got one?
Actual footage of me giving birth.
That's brutal. How about Mark? You got one for us?
Oh, me? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Making cheese the old-fashioned way.
There you go. Raven, you got one for us?
Sure. Coming out of Leroy's daddy after a midget set his hair on fire.
I like the callback to Leroy's daddy. Adrian, you got one for us?
So that's how Parmesan cheese is made.
And this concludes our interactive portion of the show. That was exciting. We did two things. We had the interactive portion and we did the comedian challenge. So on that, let's go ahead and bring up the next performer. Our next performer is a heart surgeon. He's played Hamlet and spoken to the ghost of Michael Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Maurice.
Thank you guys so much. Hey, Mike. Listen, guys, thank you so much. I tell you, it's great being here. You know, we are in 2021 in the middle of a pandemic, and you know, kids are different in 2021. For example, good kids want to be thugs. Now, I've got 3 kids, 24, 22, 19. I told them when they were growing up, I said, listen, you're not thugs, okay? Just understand that. All right, you have a dad who's a black man that talks like Tom Hanks. It's not gonna happen. No, but I don't understand that though. You know, I mean, really, you're a thug wearing braces. You're a thug with a comprehensive dental plan. And your name's Trevor? I don't know. That's not a thug name. A thug name is like Bam Bam, Bat Rat, Mookie, Redman, Eyeball, Donald Trump.
Oh,
Sitting in a Barca lounger.
hey,
Okay.
there you go. There you go.
I tell you, that's what a real thug is. You know what, guys? Honestly, I don't know of any thugs that live in a cul-de-sac. I just don't. You know why? Because it's awfully hard to do a drive-by in a cul-de-sac. That's why. You can't do that. And also, we're living in a day where people don't give out spankings anymore. They put kids in timeouts. You know what a timeout is good for? Let me tell you what a timeout is good for. A timeout is good for a kid to figure out how not to get in trouble the next time. That's about it. So spankings, I remember when I was growing up, everybody in the community used to get a piece. They said, it takes a village to raise a child. So your next door neighbor could whip you back in the day. I hit a school bus with a snowball. My neighbor saw it. She spanked me. She told my mom. She spanked me. She told my dad. He called the bus driver and said, hey, did my son hit your school bus with a snowball? He said, he did. I want you to come over and whip his butt. Everybody got a piece back in the day. That's all I'm saying. And then, grandmothers were different back. You remember when the average age of a grandmother was 75 years old?
Yeah, okay.
75. The average age of a grandmother in 2021 is like 38.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
39. It's just a different deal. It's just kind of different. So there are no collard greens with pork fat sitting on the stove when you get home. You got to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because grandma's at the club. So anyway, you guys have been a great audience. I'm Maurice Brown. May the peace of Christ be with you and your families, everybody. Thank you and God bless. Thank you.
All right, Maurice, laying it down for us. Now, I noticed while Maurice was going on, Leroy, you were getting really excited, and I noticed that behind you it looks like it's your bed. Is that where the shit goes down, Leroy? Is that where the shit goes down?
That's when it goes down. Yeah, I leave her a note saying, "Get ready, because it's a coming."
Oh my God! It's crazy around here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring up our final performer. Our final performer is an outlaw in Peru, a veteran in love, and an expert in stucco. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Adrian!
Woo! Yeah. All right, Adrian.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. So, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you this. I'm almost 35 years old and just recently experienced my first golden shower. It would have been a lot better had it not come from like my new puppy. But, beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You didn't.
Oh, Lord.
So, like I said, we have this brand new puppy. We got her when she was about 5.5 weeks old. And it took me 6 years into my marriage to realize that my husband and I are on like opposite sides of the parenting spectrum. So he's very hippy dippy and, positive reinforcement and don't swat her, don't tell her no. And I, on the other hand, are like, no, both puppies and children need to be punished as needed. And apparently he does not feel the same way. So for instance, he told me that he wants me to watch one puppy video a day while I watch her when I'm at home. And I was like, no, thank you. And he's like, no, you have to. He goes, we need to watch these puppy videos so we know what we're doing with her. And I was like, I'll read an article. I was like, I'll read an article while I'm hiding in the bathroom from the puppy. But I can't watch the video and watch the dog at the same time. All right. Because when you take your eyes off of her, she's gone. I don't know where she went. But my husband's super into her. He's gotten her so many toys. Like I came home one day and he got this big black rubber bone and it's got like the rope sticking out the sides and it's massive, because like the different grades of rubber are different colored for how heavy duty they are. And I came home and I saw her playing with like the heaviest duty one. And all I could say out loud was, oh, look, her first big black dildo. It's great. Because that's what it looked like.
Oh no, you didn't.
My husband was like, oh God, he goes, why did you say that? I was like, it's not like she can understand me. And he goes, no, but now I can't unsee it now that you pointed it out. So yeah, so our dog plays with a big black dildo at home, the rope through it. On top of that, he found these toys called Kongs, where it looks like a Fisher-Price donut stack toy that has like the stick removed, and they're all the donuts are together, and it comes in various sizes. The only problem with this is that he got like the tiniest size because she's a puppy, but it just looks like a butt plug. And so I saw it sitting on the kitchen counter, and I was super confused when I saw it. I was like, "Is this for me or for her? Who's this for?" So I remember one day my puppy was being especially demonic and she was tearing up my feet. And the puppy videos say that anytime, they're nipping at your hands or your feet or whatever, just to remove that from the scenario. I was like, that's great. It's like she was nipping on my hands. I could put my hands in my pocket, but she's at my feet. Okay. I was like, it's my house. I'll wear flip-flops if I want to, but I'm going to have to get past her teeth. Anyway, she was being a turd and tore me up. I told my husband, I was like, hey, look, I just put her in the kennel because I can't deal with her today. And so he came home. It was nighttime and he's like, okay. He's like, all right. So I'm getting ready for bed and I hear the door to the kennel open and he pulls her out. I was like, what are you doing? He goes, I just want to play with her for a little bit. He goes, I'm just gonna play with her until she gets tired. I was like, you're picking this dog over your wife? I done told you she done drew blood from me today. And then next thing I know, he's just swaddling her up in a blanket, telling her, I love you. You're my little baby burrito. And that's when it hit me. This bitch is trying to steal my man. And that's all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian, give me a round of applause, man.
All right, Adrian.
I know puppies are a pain in the ass. They're fun and loving, but they're a pain in the ass. I don't know if any of you are members of Clubhouse, but we actually, in an hour and a half at 2:00, we're doing a Clubhouse with Greg Dean about can you be fucking offensive on stage? So if you think that's something that you would like to go to, hop on Clubhouse, follow Greg Dean. That's where you're going to find it in there. Check it out. Let's talk about it all. Here's what we learned today. All right, we learned about living in Daddy's nutsack and swimming in his meat. We learned that we Dutch suck at singing, but we have 2 cannons and a hot air balloon. We learned about ISIS Fashion Week and that Justin Bieber is a Unabomber model. We learned about a stupid spoiled whore and laser hair removal to make a clear path. We learned about a thug named Trevor in a cul-de-sac. And we learned about a first golden shower and a Kong that you can't tell if it's a butt plug or a dog toy. It doesn't get better than this. It's the Greg Dean Tuesday Open Mic. My name's Kevin Comstock. I hope you had fun because I had a great time. And if you guys weren't here, it would really suck for me. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming. Have a great week, everybody. And remember this is the 5 most important words in stand-up comedy. Here they